and welcome to another one of my instructional guides on how to use Microsoft Teams. This one is going to be all about how you can schedule a meeting using Teams. Now, there are two different ways to do this, and I will go through both of them with you. The first way is to actually use Teams itself, either log on through Office 365, or if you've downloaded the desktop version, log in there. And when it comes up, on the menu side, pick on the calendar. Now, obviously, schedule it in for when you want the meeting, and then all you do is you click on the new meeting button. You add a title for your meeting, so whatever you decide it's going to be. And in the next box, you start to type in the email addresses of the people you want in the meeting. Now, this is a great way to do it if you're having a small meeting and you just want to add everybody individually. So as you can see, it just brings up all of the people in my Outlook. And you can keep going like that. You can also invite people who are external to our company. If you need somebody to be logging in, then obviously you can just type in their email address here and they will get access as well to this meeting. Underneath it, you can see is where the time and the date is, and that's where you can change it to whatever date, time you want it to be, ending date and time as well. You can set it to repeats. So if you want a weekly meeting with people, that's absolutely fine. It will come up on their schedule. Here you can add a channel. That just links it to one of your Teams groups if you want it to, but you don't have to do that at all. If you do link it to a team group, what will happen is that when you record the meeting, it will directly save it to that group, and so people can access it later. And obviously down here, you can just type in all of the details that you want on that meeting. If you then click send, what will happen is that an invite to that meeting will be sent via email to all of the people that you've added, and they'll be able to accept it. And then on the day of the meeting, all they need to do is go into their own calendar. They'll see where the meeting is scheduled, double click on it, click join, and that will link them straight into the meeting. Now, one of the things I found about using Teams meeting setup here is that I can only put in individual email addresses here. It will not, for some reason, let me add a group email address. So let's say I wanted to add my year 12s. Now I have them set up on an email group, but that's not coming up. I'll try again. If I go to Morton class, you can see nothing is happening. To be honest, I don't know why this is happening. I have logged it, not sure what to do about that. However, there is a much easier way than trying to work out what's going on here, and that is to use your Outlook on your computer. Now, you need to use the desktop version for this, but it works in just the same way as it would do on Teams, except for this time, you can add group email addresses. So you decide when you want the meeting to take place. If you click on Teams at the top there, and you will see that this comes up in a similar function. Here, you can just start to type in who you want. So you can see there that my Year 12 group automatically comes up. So I don't have to bother about typing in all their names. So let's say you wanted to meet up with a Year 10 class. Instead of having to type out 30 email addresses, you can just use the search function on the 2-bit here and find your Year 10 class, and that will save you a lot of time. And this works in the same way. You put in the subject, what the meeting's about, the time and date, and then you can type in here a little bit of information. And the beauty is here is when they get sent the email, there will be a link for them to join that. So very, very simple. So two different ways. This one is probably the best way if you are doing a big group meeting, because otherwise you're going to have to manually input all of the different email addresses. If you wanted to change a meeting, so let's say you've set one up, as I've got one here, and you suddenly think, oh, I don't want that meeting anymore, you should be able to just click on the meeting, and it'll ask you whether you want to change this one, or if you're like me and you put it series linked, the whole lot, and then you will open it up. You can make any amendments that you want to make if you click on save, and then it will change that meeting for you and all those people who have been invited. So I hope that's been really useful for you. If you do have any questions, please get in touch. Thanks for watching.